Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane. I'm back with some more VLR Virtues Last Reward, or Zero Escape Virtues Last Reward. Last episode we basically met the ending of Clover, which is the first character ending we got in this game, which I'm surprised we never got all the character endings. I did look at the achievements beforehand, before continuing through the game. Like during the start of the game, I was like, oh, I wonder what achievements we need to achieve, because there was like half the achievement from the Zero Escape game series from the first two, like for 999 this, they're like conglomerated to one whole big giant game pack of things. So it's just like I'm playing through this whole giant piece of game, and I was wondering what the leftover achievements was left of, and so I did see some character names. And Clover was one of them, so I kind of spoiled myself slightly when I saw Clover's name, but I didn't expect my endings to ever have like any character I thought these particular endings would have had some character endings to them, but I guess they're just not. So we'll see. We'll see if we'll get more character endings. But basically, we went through character ending for Clover. In the last episode, she was basically following up her story at the beginning of the episode, and we just finished up her story about how she came to be to this place, and then she realized something with the injection gun, and then ran off, and then died, and then everyone died, and stuff like that. So anyways, we're back here in playthrough number 6, which is the betray path of the third playthrough that we did, where Luna is paired up against Phi and Sigma. But now we're going through this loop of self-explanation of what's going to happen here in this place. So they explain, here's the summary of what they do, because this is the same bullcrap again. There's no changes to the dialogue. It's pretty much almost the same carbon copy of the such. They just probably pulled the same audio files from the from the other 6 or 5 times we've listened to this. So rule is, if you have 9 BP, you get to open the door, and the door never opens again to whoever else there is in this game. If you forgot that, I don't know how you would. So one person at least has 9 points. You can get out just like that. Like you can get out, and then nobody else could ever get out if they don't get the 9 points or whatever. And then second rule is color changes after every rule. I forget who the colors we got. I think they did a flash through of everybody's color, but I just forgot who got what. So we'll probably figure that out in this episode here. And then what happens if you hit 0 BPs? Basically death. There's nothing interesting about that. It's just basically you get injected by a sleeper agent, a thing that will make you knock out, and then you'll sleep dying, because the second injection in the bracelet will inject poison that stops you from breathing. So that's the gist of this whole explanation. It's so easy to go through, but they just put too much character into this that just you can only go through it once. That makes like at least normal or special, but otherwise, yeah. So we're gonna skip ahead really fast, and we need to find the next key card to get to the next round of AD. Oh, to remove the bracelet. Yeah, he just asked like, how do you remove the bracelet? Either you die, or you get out. The bracelet will get off your body. Yeah, that's pretty much the poison explanation. Oh, okay, so this is an extra piece where Phi... So in this path, apparently Phi knows what's coming up ahead, and she's warning Sigma what's going on. So Sigma's just kind of reacting to the same idea that Phi already knows what's going on. So Phi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us? I like how we just stopped at the right point there.
なるほど。わしとアリスとルナの BP は1。次のラウンドで2点引かれて0以下になるのはこの3人しかおらんわけか。
I would speed up a little bit. Okay, so this is just a reminder summary of what's going on. I'm not going to do this again. There we go. That's what I wanted. I wanted to see the color changes. Yep, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
私も同じ水色になってるわ。
Ooh, so we are paired up with Alice here. Is this the first time? I'm wondering if this is the first time we got Alice as a pair. Because we've always gotten Alice as like a solo for the most part.
私も。あれ変わってるの色だけじゃないみたいね。ペアとソロの区別もさっきと違う。
Yep, it seems like Clover is solo now.
私はソロからペアに、四つ葉はペアからソロになってるわね。
It's like they switched pair and solo for those two.
私のバングルも ペアからソロに変化しています。
Also rare chance, K being a solo for once. I mean, K's always been paired. It's weird to me.
わしはその逆じゃ。ソロからペアになっておる。
僕はペアのまんまだよ。
This is not the first time they've paired together, I think. There was one point they did pair together. But it's interesting to see that they're being paired up earlier.
色は3人とも紫色のようですね。
私は黄色。
Oh, she's still solo like she was in the third playthrough. Luna basically remained solo for the most part, I think. Actually, no, she was paired up with my character, I think. And Alice was solo. So Alice ended up following us in that third playthrough.
区別はソロのまま変化なしです。ファイさんとディオさんも黄色ですね。
Oof. Nobody's gonna ever want to pair with those two idiots. Well, Fi is not the idiot, but Dio is gonna be the idiot, and that's an R. Oof. Oh. If it's Dio and Fi, considering that they're both 6 points, it's absolutely no solo person would ever want to pair with those two, I feel like. Only one person might, but... Yeah, because they would want to take advantage of who they want to betray so they can get out early.
Ah.
So the person they would favor having in their solo camp is probably K, I think. Because if Luna is one, Luna's solo, right? Luna's solo, Clover is solo. Yeah, so they're the perfect solo that they would want is K or Clover. Because they don't want to kill they don't want to end up killing Luna, so then they wouldn't pair up with her, and Luna would not want to pair up with our characters too, because we're probably going to have to do whatever it is. But I mean, no matter what, and no one can get out either ways, because everyone's going to be at a deadlock soon.
ペアのな。
いつの間に変わったんだろう。
Okay, so I don't care. This is exactly the same thing.
なわけないじゃん。あはー。
Alright.
ゼロの野郎。実物が存在するならウサギ汁にして食ってやるんだが。
It's funny because this is the same exact line Dio says literally in all the playthroughs we went through. He's literally said this every time when we finished with Zero Jr. here. That sounds gross. I don't really want to think about that.
ねえ、そんなことよりもどうするの？これから CD の第一扉が開くまでまだだいぶあるけど。
42 minutes. Okay. Yeah, looks like about 42 minutes. That's not a lot of
とに
time.
かく他に出口がないかどうか探してみましょう。
That doesn't seem like a lot of time for us to really go through everybody's conversation. But it's enough time to make Quark get knocked out by Radical 6. Like, Radical 6 is probably going to take Clover, or take Quark out around the time when we decide the next chromatic door, I bet. So he's going to probably get knocked out for that.
通風口とかダストシュートとか。
Yeah, we've already been through this.
もしかしたらゼロの見落としてる場所があるかもしれないし。
賛成です。こんなところでじっとしていても仕方がありません。やれるだけのことはやって。それでもどうにもならなければ例の扉へ。
では別れて探索することにしよう。集合時間は CD の第一扉が開く5分前。場所は同じく CD の第一扉前。ということでいいな。
There were none. After some nods and mumbling, they split up and moved off to investigate. I was the only person who stayed behind. Does he talk about... Oh, don't tell me he's going to talk about the past, and I can just skip this one too as well. Damn. How the hell did I end up here? Why? Why me? Okay, I'm not going to read through this. I think he's going to go over about his past and how he wants to figure out if there was something that he did that caused him to land him in here. Yeah, I'm going to skip over it. I know it. Yeah, I'm gonna let it... I'm not gonna read through it because it's basically him saying how he got gassed in the car when he was getting out of the library from studying for his tests in college. His medical school college thing. Yeah, we're gonna skip over this. Yeah, we already went through this. This is not the first time we went through this. It's strange and awkward for me, honestly, that they're just doing this again. This is the third time they do that. Okay. So, let's decide on what it is. I think in this path, I chose to go to... yeah, I say I wanted to go to the crew's quarters. Because in this route, we chose the lounge, I think? Okay. Let's go to the crew's quarter. It doesn't really matter wherever we go now, because we've already been through all these paths, and doing each one differently is, like, best off this way now, because I don't really remember anymore what we did in the third path. Huh. So these are the crew quarters, huh?
シグマか。何しに来た？
Hey, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
どうだかな。
What happened to you, Temioji? You've been acting weird since we found the lady's body.
そうかの。気のせいではないか？
Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your grandkid?
そんなことを聞いてどうする？
Why? Well, I mean, what do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa, Oji-san. Of course, I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Tenmyoji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Huh? Clover, Luna.
なんだ、シグマもいたんだ。
Do you not want me here?
別に悪くないけど、天明寺さんしかいないのかと思ってたから。
このキャビンのある区画には、私と四葉さんと天明寺さんの3人でやってきたんです。それで、別れて室内を捜索しようってことになって。
Huh. Makes sense. So, you found anything?
ゼロ。
What? Which one?
もちろん、何もない方の。
I love how he made a mistake thinking it was Zero, the character Zero. What about you? Anything suspicious?
ええ、特に変わったところは見当たりませんでした。まあ、この建物自体が変わったところみたいなものですけど。
Yeah, we got a point there. So why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
そうですね。もしかしたら、それらを解くことも含めて、ノナリーゲームってことなんじゃないでしょうか。
Really? I thought the Nonary game was a couple of rounds of the AB game. Why would we need the puzzle and stuff then? Well, what is the Nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all of this?
これももしかしたらの話なんですけど、例えば、どこかの大富豪たちの道楽って可能性はないでしょうか。
Ah, that's an interesting thought. Entertainment.
そうです。どこかに大金持ちの人たちが集まって、モニターで私たちが右往左往する姿を見ながら楽しんでるとか。
なるほど。道楽で人が一人殺されたというわけか。浮かばれんの。
あの女性が亡くなったのは、ゲームとは関係ないかもしれないじゃないですか。
Probably true.
ありえんな。K が言っていた通り、もしも彼女の殺害がイレギュラーな事態だったとするなら、
I wish they actually translated all that.
ゼロウサギが何らかのコメントを発しているはずじゃ。しかし奴はそのことについては一切触れようとしなかった。まるで何事もなかったかのようにゲームを淡々と進めていった。なぜか。彼女の殺害はゼロの計画のうちに含まれていたからじゃ。そうとしか考えられん。
つまり、あの老婆を殺したのはゼロボスってこと？
おそらくな。
だとすると、閉じ込められた7人の中に殺人犯がいるってことになるね。
7 in one chance? So 1 out of 7 of us? But then... Why do you eliminate yourself and Alice out of that equation? That's not right, if that is the case. Wait, 7?
私とアリスはゼロじゃないし。
I knew it. I was just like, why do you guys eliminate yourselves out of this? That's the dumbest thing ever. Okay. I'll let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be 0.
どうしてって知ってるでしょ。私とアリスが知り合いなの。
二人はどんな関係なんですか？
仲間かな。
And where do you co-work?
とある組織の。
組織って一体何ですか？
それは、その。
I mean, we already know what organization it is. It's the SOIS. We literally heard her conversation, or went through her backstory, and we also heard the backstory from Alice's perspective, literally quite some time ago, I guess. But basically, we've been through both their backstories already, so we're not surprised by any of it now. And it's kind of dumb that they're still playing coy, but it's what it is, I guess.
言えないの。
What? Nani? What do you mean you can't tell us?
言えないは言えないだよ。教えることができないってこと。
どうしてですか？
どうしても機密事項なの。だから絶対に口が裂けても言えないんだ。
Oh, come on, don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest?
そうですよ、四つ葉さん。もしかしたら、その組織っていうのと今回の一件には何か関係があるのかもしれないじゃないですか。
うん、そうだね。私もそう思う。
Finally.
悪いんだけど私、あなたたちのこと信じてるわけじゃないから。
I mean, that's why she said she's not 0, and Clover and Alice is not 0 to her, but she doesn't trust the other 7, so...
もしかしたらあなたたちの中にゼロがいるかもしれないでしょ。
That makes no sense, though, considering that much, considering we haven't really shown any characteristics of playing as 0, but...
だから言えないの。どうしても。
I mean, she did suspect Luna to be 0, considering that she killed Alice with a knife, is what she thought Luna did, but... Again, I don't think that that's the case. That's from playthrough 3, which is when you ally with Luna, down that path, Alice does end up getting killed, so my suspicion is that much.
とにかく、私とアリスの話はこれでおしまい。私があなたたちのことを本気で信じてもいいって思えるようになったら、そうなったら教えてあげるよ。私が知ってること、全部。さてと、それじゃあそろそろ。
行くってどこに？
さあね。特に決めてないけど。
だったら私も行きます。
勝手にすれば？
Wow. There she goes. So, Tenmyoji.
わしも四つ葉と同じじゃ。お前さんのことを信じているわけではない。
In other words, you aren't gonna tell me anything, are you?
すまんな。
Alright, well, moving on to the next area, I guess. I left Tenmyoji and headed back to the hallway. There were so many questions I wanted answers to, but it was looking like I have to suffer in ignorance for a while longer. Besides, there was plenty of more immediate problems that needed my attention. What problem? I sighed and filed my questions away to be dealt with later. I needed to focus. Let's go let's go to the infirmary. Because I said that lounge was the one we went through in this particular part of the path at the beginning, so. Infirmary. I think Quark was in here with K? No. Phi. Okay. How's it going? You guys find anything?
シグマさん。
いや、まだ何も。
Oh.
この部屋は私とアリスさんと四つ葉さんで徹底的に調べ尽くしましたからね。
So it was Phi and K, but oh no, it's K and Quark, but then Phi was added to it. I just don't remember what happened in this room.
おそらく隠し通路のようなものは見つからないと思いますよ。
Why are you back here then?
いえ、あの女性のことが気になったものですから。
Going around just to see the
本
body.
当に誰がこんなひどいことを。
今のところ判明している事実から考えると、K、お前が一番怪しいんだけどな。
ファイさん、いい加減にしていただけませんか。どうして私がこの方を殺さなければならないというのです。
勘違いするな。私はただ、今のところ判明している事実から考えるという仮定の話をしたまでだ。今後新たな手がかりが見つかれば、当然推理の内容も変わる。
We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask, but do any of you know who she is?
さあ、見覚えのない顔だな。
僕も知らない。
私も心当たりはありません。
Sorry. A yawn had to just come out of that. I don't know why it happened. But anyways, no, I wanted to say like Tenmyoji seems to be the only one who knows who she is, but we're not sure who she is just yet and what kind of importance she carries. I mean, we've seen her death a few times now, and we've visited her body. I'm still wondering what even is the point of that character or that old lady. We're gonna probably hopefully figure out the truth eventually, I feel like, but none of the paths have really opened up who she is and why she's there.
と言っても、私は記憶を失っているので、何とも言えませんが。
まだ何も思い出さないの？
ええ、残念ながら、一かけらも。
You better be telling me the truth about this amnesia stuff.
シグマさんまで私を疑うのですか？
Suspicious. Have you looked yourself in the mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed all across your forehead.
夜道で出会ったら気を失うレベルだな。
昼道で出会ってもだよ。
Oh, I remember. So this is that scene where he asked about what's behind his head, because apparently behind his head there's like a key slot, I think it was.
そうですか。すみません。こんな不気味ないでたちをしていて。
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
はい。だと思います。ただ、なんと言いますか、あまり違和感は覚えないんですよね。このマスクとスーツを身につけていても、しっくりと肌に馴染んでいるというか、無理に装着させられたのではないような気もして。
おいおい。まさかその格好が、お前にとっての本来あるべき姿だとでも？
いえ、そういうわけではないと思いますが。
ねえ、根本的なこと聞くけど、それってどうやっても脱げないの？
ええ。何度も試してみましたが、無理でした。どこをどうすれば脱げるのかさえわからないのです。むしろ逆にお尋ねしたい。私の目の届かないところに何かこれを外すためのスイッチのようなものはありませんか？
With no further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. It took no time at all to find something of interest. Yep. It's the keyhole that we need to unlock the head off of. I'm still wondering who the person behind K is. I feel like K might be Snake, maybe? It's between Snake, because for some reason I feel like his demeanor feels kind of like similar to Snake a little bit. So I do think K would act kind of like what K would be acting. If not Snake, then somebody else who we don't know about and we have no truth behind at all, for whatever reason it is. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
穴ですか?
Yeah, looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe if you put some kind of key in there.
このマスクとスーツを外すことができるのかもしれないな。
なるほど。それは朗報です。とにかくそこに刺さるような何かを見つければいいわけですね。
I mean, we already found it. It's in the Golem Bay. But I don't know who's gonna go through the Golem Bay in this scenario, so we'll probably have to figure that out. It might be Kay who has to go through the Golem Bay in order to actually use the key to reveal who he is. Yeah.
ありがとうございます。少しだけほっとしました。一生これをつけたまま生活しなければならないのかと思っていたので。
あれ？だけどさっきは気にならないみたいなことを言ってなかったっけ？
ええ、気にはなりません。けれど一生脱げないとなると話は別です。視力が悪い人にとってのメガネのようなものですよ。かけていても違和感を覚えることはありませんが、永遠に取れなかったら不愉快でしょ?
That's true. I am wearing glasses too. So yeah, I've gotten used to just doing like glasses tilt up just because my glasses might be off position. I mean, when I first wore glasses, I didn't wear it too often, and then I started wearing it as like a thing that I used to just like see normally throughout the day. So I just got lazy to just take it off on and on. A lot of the times I took it off usually when I'm playing sports, and then I put it back on. But then I typically just put it on and leave it on because I can just not have to take it off always. I mean, I can still see without them off. It's just I won't see clearly of everything. Vision wise is like weak, but it's not like the worst thing I can't see. But early on I had my glasses like hurt my ears, behind the ears, because it was the first time I had something on it that lasts more than a full day. And so nowadays it doesn't feel that way because my ears, the area around the ears of the top of my ears got used to it, and my nose here with the bridges, I think it's called, it's not as badly worn down from it nowadays. But it's what it is, I guess. It's kind of like a habit you have to have your body get used to.
そういうことです。
Yeah, it makes sense with the suit.
さあ、私についての話はこれぐらいにして、そろそろ別の場所に移動しませんか?
Yes, please.
まだ完全にこの部屋を調べきったわけじゃない。
I want to get out because I want to continue the story.
私はここに残るよ。
I want to keep moving on already because I don't want to stay in this space for too long. I know 42 minutes is not that much time, so they should be shortening these conversations.
僕も。
そうですか。では私は他の方々の様子を伺いに。
Interesting. Yeah, Clover and Luna said they would move on ahead, as well as this guy now.
シグマさんは?
I'm moving forward. I think I'll be moving along too.
どちらに行かれるおつもりで?
It's just one place left. I was thinking maybe I could head to the lounge.
わかりました。ならば私はキャビンにでも足を運んでみることにしましょう。
Right, he hasn't been there yet.
それではまた後ほど。失礼します。
Kay's robe flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. I made my way out of the infirmary behind him. Almost done with this area. I'm glad we're almost done. I just want to move on to the next puzzle room and just get it over with to start the puzzle, because I'm just infuriated by the fact that it takes a whole episode just to go through all these conversations. Even though I know there's nothing new information-wise through these conversations, they're all just about the same.
いいところに来てくれたわね。
このラウンジを最初に調べたのは確かシグマたちだったよな。
Yeah, I was. Fi, Luna, and I were the first into this room.
その時どこか怪しいところは見つからなかった？
Are they gonna see the magazine, I believe? The magazine about the whole moon stuff?
秘密の抜け道が隠されてそうな場所とか。
You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
じゃあ他に何か変わったところは？
Out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary. Oh, we had the newspaper article, right? In this room? No, the newspaper should have been in the infirmary. The magazine about the dates is in this room particularly. So I'm assuming that we're going to go into a conversation about dates.
これは？
Isn't that obvious? It's just an astronomy magazine. Apparently it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. It says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
それって今年の大晦日じゃない？
Yeah, 6 days from now.
え？6日後？
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
ちょっと待ってくれ。お前がさらわれてきたのはいつなんだ？
Didn't you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
あ、
私は12月22日の深夜に。
What about you?
俺は確か20日だったと思う。
みんなそれぞれ連れ去られた日は違うのね。
Does that mean we were just sleeping until the nonary game started?
あのマンドレインとかいう麻酔薬を点滴か何かで投与され続けてたのかもな。
Could be true.
その投与をやめるタイミングさえ測れば、みんな同じ頃に目覚めさせるのは可能よね。
Then today might not even be the 25th.
むしろその可能性の方が高いんじゃない？
シグマよりも後に拉致られたやつがいるかもしれないしな。
Oh, well, I guess that explains why I kind of feel dizzy.
私も同じ。なんだか体がぎこちないのよね。
多分長いこと眠らされてたせいだろう。筋力が衰えてるんだよ。
Then what day is today?
さあ。
わからないわ。
Well, what about you guys? Was there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
いや、キャビンの方には特に何も。ただ、猫の本が一冊置いてあったぐらいで。
猫の本？
Oh no, not the Schrodinger thing.
ああ。
Don't mention it because I have to read through it.
箱の中の猫は生きてるか死んでるかとか、そんな感じのことが書いてあったんだ。俺には何のことやらさっぱりわからなかったけどな。
Well, it doesn't really sound like anything that's going to help us get out of here.
まあ、そうだよな。
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
それが、実は一つだけあるのよね。
Newspaper article?
なんだ？
別に隠そうと思ってたわけじゃないのよ。ただタイミングがなくて、言いそびれちゃってただけで。
Newspaper article about Radical 6, I get it. You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
これよ、見て。ええ、医務室の金庫に入ってたの。
見出しにはこう書いてあるな。ラジカル6感染。
Okay, I'm not gonna read through that. Yeah,
とにかく
it's already okay. Alright, I'm not gonna read through this. Basically, the gist is Radical 6 is ravaging the whole world right now, and it's causing people to be infected, and like, yeah, deaths is happening really high. Yeah, it's nothing new. It's just the same information we've seen. You think we're in a quarantine facility?
俺たちがそのラジカル6とやらに感染してるっていうのか？冗談はやめてくれ。
まだそうと決まったわけじゃないわ。だって私たちは健康そのものじゃない。ラジカル6の感染者にどんな症状が現れるのかはわからないけど、世界中で死者が出てるっていうぐらいだから、よほど凶悪なウイルスであることは間違いないと思うの。でも見てよ、この私の艶やかな肌。
But it is interesting because Clover's ending was the first time we've seen everyone get infected by Radical 6. It seems like the kids will probably get infected first, and people who are like Alice might be infected next as well. But I'm assuming Alice probably was infected first, and Quirk got the infection next because it affected him more faster than anything.
みずみずしく潤いをまとった方、とても病魔に侵されてるとは思えないでしょ？触りたいんだろう、ほら。
Why did she get quiet after that?
ほらほら。
It sounded like they were recording the previous lines properly, and then this one they missed something and they needed her to read it again, so they ended up having some bad audio levels in it. Well, I feel a little weird.
だからそれは長時間眠ってたせいだって。そうじゃなければ麻酔薬の副作用が何かだ。第一、もしここが感染者の隔離施設だったとしたら、閉じ込められた人間があまりにも少なすぎる。世界中で猛威を振るってるウイルスなんだろ？なのになんで9人しかいないんだよ。
Yeah, I guess you do have a point.
それに考えてみてよ。私たちは今、ノナリーゲームをさせられてるのよ。一体どんな理由があって、政府がわざわざ感染者にこんなゲームをさせるっていうの？
Also a good point.
でしょ？
So, you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
だろうな。
Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, if we're safe in here, our friends and families are still out there.
ええ、そうね。心配だわ。
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
私だってないわ。
俺もだ。
Interesting. If they're saying that they would release a virus that kills people, then I'm wondering if the virus didn't get a name until after Clover and Alice was looking for the terrorist group that mentioned that they had a virus that would kill people. So I'm wondering if that's the same virus they were thinking about, but they didn't have a name behind it yet. So what day is it? If the Radical Six killed hundreds and thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been sleeping here for?
とにかく考えても答えが出るような問題じゃないし、手がかりを探しましょう。
いや、残念だがそんな時間はなさそうだぜ。
5 minutes? 4 minutes? Jesus Christ.
そういうことだ。
I thought we were supposed to make it in time.
仕方ないわね。急ぎましょう。
Okay. Nice that we're going there all together. I'm wondering if they ended the same way with the other groups, where if I chose Infirmary as the last room, they would go all at once. Same for the crew quarters, I guess, maybe. Like, what would have been different if I chose a different room, I guess, as the last room to go to? I bet Quark is gonna get knocked out. Either Quark gets fainted here, or he gets fainted during his puzzle room. During his puzzle room stuff. Either or. Ba-da-da-dum. Ching.
カラードドアが開放されました。カラードドア閉鎖まで残り5分です。
Okay, well, I'm gonna say we have no choice, so we'll probably go through that door, wherever that door is. I'll end the episode when we get through to the puzzle start, I think.
遅い。一体何をしていたんだ。
Sorry.
謝って済む問題じゃないだろ。
Sorry.
人の命がかかってるんだぞ。
まあ間に合ったんだからいいじゃねえか。
We're here now, yeah.
よくない。よくないぞ、ティオ。お前は黄色のペア版だ。パートナーは一体誰だと思う。
さあ。
Oh, right, Alice is my partner, so I don't really care anyways, because she's going with me anyways.
誰だっけ？
貴様。
まあまあ、ファイさん。ひとまず落ち着いてください。
She knows she hates Dio, because Dio's probably done some bad things in her other path before.
今は争っている時ではありません。
そうだね。CD の第一扉はすでに開放されちゃってるし、早く誰と誰が組んでどの扉に入るのかを決めなくちゃ。
忌々しいパートナーと組んでしまったものだ。
Sorry. Anyways, so how should we pair up?
時間がない。前と同じように私から説明しよう。考えられうる組み合わせの数は前
Oh, I didn't mean to cut her off. Options Phi laid out for us was the following: A, Alice and I, Luna, green door. Tenmyoji, Quark, Clover, blue door. Phi and Dio, K, red door. Option B, Alice and I, K, blue door. Tenmyoji and Quark, Luna, red door. I was gonna say green door for some reason. Red door. Phi and Dio, Clover, green door. Option C, Alice and I, Clover, going through red door. Tenmyoji and Quark, K, going through green door. Phi and Dio, Luna, going through blue door. 1 minute.
カラードドア閉鎖まで残り3分です。
I think what we'll end up with is probably with Clover, because I think that Alice trusts Clover. But we're not too sure what that's gonna look like either. Okay, so who's going to go where?
私はもう K と組むのは嫌よ。
Oh, okay, that's fair.
さっきの AB ゲームで懲りたわ。
Yeah, I know.
おや、嫌われてしまったようですね。
俺は組むんだったらルナがいいな。
Oof.
私ですか？
So that Dio can kill you off quickly. That's a very big fear that I have, because Luna's gonna die from Dio's choice.
次の AB ゲームで よしやすい相手ということか。
Yep.
そこは黙っとけよ。お前は俺とペアだろうが。
だからといって、味方だと思われるのは心外だ。
愛さんは先ほど、私に対して裏切りを選びましたね。
Yep.
そしてディオさんも、天明寺さんに対して同じく裏切りを。
おいおい、勘違いすんなって。
Nope. We don't believe a single word you're saying out of your ass. Sorry about that.
あれはクォークが勝手に。
Nope.
ディオ、いい加減にしろよ。
Yeah, we never got to hear what Quark had to say to Dio about that situation. We only heard the tail end of that situation.
とにかく、俺とファイが次のラウンドで裏切りを選ぶことはありえねえよ。
Nope.
だってルナ、
Don't believe
お前
him.
の BP は今1だろ。
Don't trust him because he literally will do it again, I bet.
もしお前が協力を選び、俺たちが裏切りを選んじまったら、お前の BP は。
If anything, Luna should be best going with... Luna fits best with Tenmyoji and Quark in this scenario, I think.
マイナス1。つまり、死ぬということになりますね。
言いにくいがそういうことだ。そこまでして俺たちは先に脱出したいとは思わんよ。
No, you would go really hard to just kill people. I mean, he did that to my character already.
なあファイ。
ああ、そうだ。
I wouldn't trust it. I still wouldn't trust it. Not a single
わ
bit.
かりました。それでは私は、
No!
ディオさんとファイさん。
No, don't. Luna, are you sure about this?
ええ、覚悟を決めました。
するとわしとクォークのペアは K と組むことになるの。
Yeah.
アリスは K とは組みたくないようじゃから。
ええ、そうね。
じゃあ私はまたアリスと組めるんだ。賛成だよ。さっきの AB ゲームで私アリスにひどいことしちゃったし、失われた信頼取り戻したいから。
Don't tell me it's gonna repeat where I get to get 9 points and I just get prevented from going forward to leaving because I betrayed Clover.
ならば、パターン C で決まりだな。
Of course.
同色のペア版とソロ版が一緒にチームを組むパターンだ。
I'm gonna be sad because Dio's probably gonna most likely kill Luna.
シグマとアリスは四つ葉と組んで赤の扉へ、天明寺とクオークは K と組んで緑の扉へ、最後に私とディオはルナと組んで青の扉へ進む。何か色のあるものは。
Unfortunately, I have no choice.
カラードドア閉鎖まで残り10秒です。
Because of that. If there was any objection, there was no time for them.
よし、行こう。
The announcer's voice filled the room as we ran for our doors.
3、2、1、0。カラードドア閉鎖。
Alright, red door it is. Wonder what room we're going to this time. I mean, it's always a different room for the puzzle, so it's always fascinating to see what kind of room we end up with. Huh. Is this the dead end?
右と左と真ん中。
I think she said... Yeah, there are 3 doors, a simpler version of what she just said. She said there's a door left, right, and in front of us, I think. Or right, front, and left, I think she said.
扉は3枚あるけど、全部ロックがかかってるみたいだね。
この装置は何かしら。
レバーがついてるけど。
シグマ、下げてみてくれる？
Also, I think this is the case where Quark's gonna get collapse with Radical 6 after the whole puzzle gets done, I think. Sure thing. Alright, I just want to see what room we're going to. What room are we going through? Huh? Well, that's interesting.
開いたね。
Right. That seems kind of weird. I mean, why just one door? What about the other two?
まあ細かいことはいいじゃない。
True.
そこに道がある限り、私たちは先に進むだけよ。さあ、行きましょう。
Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Nobody Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, week, night, or whenever you're watching this. This will be the first time we're going to this room. I don't know what room it is yet, because we're just, like... I'm just getting whatever I can at this moment. Just like, whatever. I guess the mystery of it will be in the next episode to see what we're going to go through. I don't know how far we're going to get with this puzzle. It might be as tough as they did from the last puzzle with the treatment center. The treatment center room was pretty tough of a puzzle room. But, I don't think this is going to go anywhere much. This might just end up in a similar territory of one bad ending and one blocked off ending until we find the secret to whatever it is to open that ending. But, yeah, we'll see what happens then. So, other than that, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Roz, out.